Black, white, Latino, Asian, Native American, young, old, gay, straight, men, women, folks with disabilities, all pledging allegiance under the same proud flag to this big, bold country that we love. That's what I see. That's the America I know.
Okay, just watch this. MAGA is dead and burning its own flags. Former MAGA people are torching Trump hats and banners right now as Donald Trump panics over the mass exodus. Lifelong Republican and Trump voter John Gannon from Texas watched ICE and Border Patrol Gestapo swarm and deport his wife, Jasmine Suarez Regis, at Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport. He cried on TV saying he would never vote for Trump again after that fiasco destroyed his family. In Ohio, former MAGA voters told MS Now hosts they are done. Trump promised no new foreign wars and lower prices, yet both failed while he pushes tax immunity for his family. One voter said, Trump is just a man with money who thinks he holds all the power and feels none of the pain. Gas and store prices keep climbing, and the war brings zero benefit. Marjorie Taylor Greene posted photos with Thomas Massie, Joe Kent, and Tucker Carlson, declaring they meant no more foreign wars, and Trump betrayed the entire America First movement. These were MAGA's own lieutenants walking away. The base that once roared for him now calls him a pathetic liar who put himself first. MAGA?
Who's a better president for USA, Donald Trump or Barack Obama?
Barack Obama.
Obama. Obama all the way. Not even a question.
Barack Obama. What do you mean? 100%.
Barack Obama, I reckon.
Oh my god, like Barack Obama probably.
Barack Obama, 100.
Obama. Yeah. Please don't tell me anybody said Trump.
No,
I'm
actually,
sure
no one said Trump.
No, I think we're in a good space.
But I mean, they've both terrible, so.
Oh, Barack Obama's old.
I mean, look at his actual policies.
Obama, definitely.
And you're American?
Better. Yeah, 100%.
Barack Obama.
And you're American, right?
No.
Oh my god, Obama. This is not the question.
Let Trump run for a third term. Matter of fact, I support it. Because if we're going to throw the Constitution in the junk drawer, somebody call Barack Obama. Obama 2028. Yes, we can. Part 2. I want to be clear. I do not think Donald Trump is going to run in 2028. He's 80 years old right now. By 2028, he'll be halfway asleep through the campaign asking who won Iowa. But I figure if you really want to make this third term talk disappear, let Obama come out tomorrow and just be like, I've been thinking Trump would hit the brakes so hard, them MAGA flat hats would fly through the windshield. Because you can't get mad when you open up a third term buffet and Obama grabs a plate. So go ahead. Keep talking about Trump 2028. I'm with you on that. But I'm over here at the same time making my Obama 2028 yard sign. Yes, we can? Oh, apparently.
Obviously, it's not legal, but if Trump were to put himself on the ballot, would you be okay if they also put Obama and then we just go head to head? Let's see who wins. Let's see. I mean, I'd be down for it. Who do you think would win?
He doesn't care about us. Somebody asked him about a week ago, what about the American people? And they're struggling right now.
To what extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit.
He did not care. I couldn't even watch that. I was angry after that. Like, I voted for you and you don't care about me?
Look, I'm trying to be nice to these people. They were lousy presidents, and, this one coming is the worst. She makes Obama look like forget. Has anybody ever heard of Barack Hussein Obama? Remember Rush? Barack Hussein Obama. Remember Rush Limbaugh? He would talk about Barack Hussein Obama. Rush. Gave him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He is missed, greatly missed.
Remember when we just would randomly say Hussein? The crowd loves this stuff. The crowd loves it. The crowd wants more Trump. He's got 63% support now in the Republican primary. We must vote to stop that from becoming 4 more years. That's the bottom line. That's what's at stake.
If I were named Obama, I would have had the Nobel Prize given in 10 seconds. He got the Nobel Prize. He didn't even know what the hell he got it for. Remember, he got elected. Well, so did I. He got elected, and they announced he was getting the Nobel Prize. Remember, he said, "Oh, what did I do? He didn't know what the hell he did. He got the Nobel Prize for doing nothing. For getting elected, but I got elected too. And, you know, if I think of that, we did something, the Abraham Accords, unprecedented. Nobody thought it was possible. And I'm not saying want or not. I'm just saying if it was anybody else, liberal, Democrat, they would have had it before the damn thing was even signed, you know. So there has to be fairness, and I don't care about it. I'm not looking for it. I'm not politicking for it. I'm just saying that there's a lot of unfairness in this world.
I'm liking Obama now. I miss Obama. I miss the adults in the room.
Nick Fuentes. Oh my goodness. Self-proclaimed white supremacist, MAGA supporter Nick Fuentes says he misses Obama. He wants Obama back. So, like, the wonders shall never end. The Trump golden era is so bad that white supremacists and self-scribed neo-Nazis are asking for the black man. I mean, they're literally saying, you better call Tyrone. They call him Tyrone. They want Tyrone back. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I did not have that on my bingo card in the Trump V2 version of his administration, but here we are. Here we are. Nick Fuentes is asking for Obama to come back. Bring back the black man. But let's be honest here. This ain't about Nick Fuentes wanting Barack Obama back because he somehow likes Obama now versus what he did before. This is all about Obama being president makes his job easier. You see, it's a lot better being an anarchist, a neo-Nazi, white supremacist, flamethrower, or hyperbolic personality online when you have grown folks and responsible people at the top. Because no matter what you do, no matter what you say, they're always going to do the right thing. They're not going to start wars. They're not going to investigate you for your opinions. They're not going to put tariffs on your businesses and your friends' businesses on the country. They won't send ICE agents to come round up you and your people and then start shooting people in the face. They're not going to do all that because they're responsible adults. So he misses Obama because what Trump being in office, all the crazy stuff he's saying, Trump is doing. Trump is doing it. And he's not even doing it well. So this whole idea of him missing Obama is that he just misses Obama because he can sleep at night being a lunatic. He can sleep at night being destructive. He can sleep at night being a flamethrower and an anarchist online. He only misses Obama because it's good for business. That's it. If you like this content, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, do other things. Until next time, POV.
Who out there wants to see this? Barack Obama say he's going to run in 2028, and if it's, you know, now Republicans, they would say, oh, well, term limits, he can't run again, but are totally okay with Trump putting on that stupid red 2028 hat. That's okay. Trump says he was going to run for a 4th term in office, which is, that math ain't mathin', but then again, I mean, we all know he's not very smart. Obama would dog walk him. He would. Obama would wipe the floor with him. It would be a Reagan-Mondale map, except it would be Obama who carried 49 states. This isn't a joke anymore. If Donald Trump is serious about running for a, quote, 4th term, then the rules are off. The rules are out. Obama can run. Fucking Bush, Clinton, any living former president can run again. So this isn't going to be rules for thee and not for me. And deep down, I think Trump knows that if he did run against Obama, he would get blown the fuck out.
Barack Obama could be our next president. I'm not kidding. This can actually happen. Trump has made no secret of the fact that he wants to change the Constitution and run for a 3rd term. But he wouldn't just automatically win if he ran for a 3rd term. He'd have to run against a Democratic challenger. And if the Constitution no longer prohibited a 3rd term, who would the Democrats' best option be? Barack Obama. And a poll was just released that showed this hypothetical matchup. Trump versus Obama. Who do you think won? Unsurprisingly, Obama wins by 6%, which is actually a blowout margin. And if you look closer at the data, Obama does this by two things. One is by winning independents by about 20%, and two is by stealing a bunch of votes from people who voted for Trump in 24 but would vote for Obama in 28. And this all adds up because in 2016, there were between 6 and 9 million people who voted for Obama in 2008 and 2012 and then voted for Trump in 2016. So in my opinion, change the Constitution. Good luck. The best modern-day American president with the highest approval rating of any living president against an 82-year-old Donald Trump. I like our chances.
I've been noticing for years that the Trump cult is absolutely obsessed with Barack Obama. So I decided to do some research to try and find out why the MAGA cult is so obsessed with Obama. Barack Obama has not been president for 10 years, and MAGA can't stop talking about him. They are literally obsessed with the man. They try and blame him for things that are happening today. That's not random. There's a psychological reason for that, although it seems a little creepy. Here are the 4 reasons the Trump cult is obsessed with President Obama. 1. The psychological wage of whiteness. In 1935, sociologist W.E.B. Du Bois at Atlanta University studied poor white Americans. White Americans, even the poor ones, with no money and no power, felt superior to black Americans. Not because they earned it, but because for 250 years the entire system told them they were superior to black people. The law said it, the church said it, the culture said it. Du Bois called it the psychological wage of whiteness. This is a status payment people collect just for being white, a floor that white people couldn't fall beneath. Then Barack Obama became president. He occupied the highest status role in the country. That destroyed the floor. And when a status floor breaks, people don't quietly adjust. They backlash. Obama didn't just win an election. He took something they didn't even know they were depending on. They didn't earn this special status, but they thought it was stolen when Barack Obama got elected. And they've been trying to take it back ever since. 2. Social identity threat. Psychologist Henry Teifel at the University of Bristol spent decades studying in-group conflict. What he found was when a member of an outgroup outperforms the in-group, the psychological response is not one of admiration, but hostility. Teifel called this social identity threat. A failed black president would have confirmed the Trump cult's worldview, but Obama being polished, competent, scandal-free, and widely respected by world leaders made it impossible to call him incompetent. The better Obama performed, the more threatening he became to the cult. Not because of his policies, but because his success directly contradicted everything they believe about the natural order of things. He wasn't supposed to be better. He wasn't supposed to be a gentleman and a scholar, and yet he was. That doesn't just go away. When weak, mediocre people see someone they believe was inferior reach the highest office in the country, they don't get inspired. They become filled with rage. They feel lied to, and they need someone to blame for the hate and rage. That target is Obama. Everything they could never be. 3. Scapegoating. Obama left office in 2017, but his name never left the conversation because Trump spent more than a decade smearing his name. It all started before Trump was even president. Trump spent years pushing the birther conspiracy, claiming Obama wasn't American, wasn't legitimate, wasn't one of us. That wasn't politics. That was a deliberate effort to strip Obama of his humanity and plant him in the minds of millions as the source of everything wrong. Then when Trump took office, the playbook continued. Every problem needed an explanation. Economy struggling? Obama's fault. Crime rate rising? Obama's fault. Anything going wrong in the country? Obama's fault. Psychologists call this scapegoating. Assign one figure as the source of all your problems and anxiety, which then collapses onto that single target. It feels like clarity to his followers. It feels like understanding. It isn't. Trump didn't just keep Obama's name alive. He spent over a decade turning him into the villain of the story. And to the Trump cult members, this story still is true. 4. Cognitive dissonance. Here's what made the obsession permanent. The MAGA cult couldn't call Obama corrupt. There were no scandals. They couldn't call him incompetent. The record didn't support it. They couldn't even call him unpresidential. He was polished, disciplined, and respected around the world. Psychologist Leon Festinger at Stanford University studied what happens when people are confronted with evidence that contradicts their deeply held beliefs. Weak people don't update their beliefs when confronted with contradicting evidence. They double down on their original beliefs. Festinger called this cognitive dissonance. MAGA was left holding a belief system that Obama's entire existence disproved. And instead of resolving that contradiction by updating their worldview, they resolved it by hating him harder. The obsession isn't just political, it's psychological, and it has nowhere left to go. So it goes out onto everyone else in rage and obsession. Obama is living proof that the psychological wage of whiteness doesn't exist anymore. And to weak people who never earned that status in the first place, it feels like an identity crisis. So they obsess more, say his name more, talk about him obsessively all the time. They even have a name for this now, Obama derangement syndrome. Because Obama didn't just win the presidency. He broke a hierarchy millions of people thought was permanent. And they've been trying to undo that moment ever since.
You got to ask him what it is,
the obsession?
The obsession.
I know what it is.
I obviously, have a room in his head.
Rent free. You do everything with grace.
A suite in his head. But the thing about it is that was always clear to me. Look, first of all, when I was president, the last thing I had time to do was worry about what
somebody said,
or what my predecessor did.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. I've got work to do.
You locked in.
It's hard to describe if you're doing the job right.
Mm-hmm.
Every day you've got 5, 10 things that are real hard, and you have to be constantly focused. The idea that I'd be worrying about
came before
somebody who came before and me trying to measure, like, what's he done today? Look, constantly worrying about that is a strange thing to me. It shows me somebody who's not focused on the American people and the job they're
Thank you for staying tuned now. Welcome back to the channel. A surprising political scenario is creating waves, and some former Trump supporters reportedly expressed admiration for Barack Obama and even imagine him returning to the political spotlight in 2028. For Trump, the idea would be politically explosive, not necessarily because Obama is actually running, but because it would show how quickly political loyalties can change when voters become dissatisfied. Some MAGA supporters who once viewed Obama as the symbol of everything they oppose would find themselves considering their political choices if they believe the country needs a different direction. But here is the reality. Barack Obama for presidency against in 2020, the U.S. Constitution 22nd Amendment limits a person to being elected presidency twice, and Obama was elected twice. So the bigger story is not an actual Obama 2020 campaign, it's the political message behind the fantasy. When voters begin imagining alternative to their own political movement, it can signal frustration, disappointment, or a desire for change. And in American politics, voters' loyalty is never guaranteed. If you enjoyed this commentary, like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more political story and analysis. Tell us in the comment section, if Obama were legally eligible to run again, would this return dramatically change the 2028 election? Thank you.